Друзья, приветствую всех на стриме. GreedFall. Добрались мы наконец-то до этой игры. Посмотрим, достойна ли она прохождения, ожиданий и нашего интереса к ней. Потому что игра в очень необычном сеттинге. Нашим обзорщикам игра понравилась. Они сказали, что игра хорошая. Но я сам еще не пробовал. Буду пробовать вместе с вами. Сейчас подожду немножко, когда вы подключитесь, и уже буду запускать. Буквально минутку. Да, вижу, стрим пошел, все отлично. Ну, подождем немножко, когда вы все подключитесь, буквально пару минут. Так, что у нас с чатиком? Уважаемый чатик, просыпаемся. Просыпаемся, ребят, всем привет. GreedFall, он наконец-то вышел. А не работают сейчас массе коины, потому что у нас на общем аккаунте Стима запущена GreedFall, и поэтому массе коины здесь не работают. Я не могу запустить ртони чат со своего ака. Да, такая вот система. Массе коины привязана к ртони чату. Ну что ж, давайте начнем потихонечку. Смотрю, вы проснулись. Сложность поставим обычную, не будем ничего придумывать. Ну вот. Ну я не могу тут ничего сделать. У нас игра активирована на общий аккаунт, а там нет рутони чата. Ну его. А запустить две версии Steam я не знаю как. Одну из-под своего, одну из такого.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Что это у него на лице? Так, мужчина. Готовые варианты. Очень разные. Допустим. Испаньолка, бакенбарды. Пусть будет таким, хорошо. Начальные классы. Инженер. Выберите класс персонажа, ориентируясь на свой стиль игры. Вы сможете открыть навыки других классов по мере развития персонажа. Что нам предлагают? Воин. Специалист по ближнему бою. Тяжелое одноручное оружие, огнестрельное оружие. Двуручного почему-то нет. Сила, выносливость, ремесло, энергичность. Рекомендованные таланты. Я не понимаю, что они дают пока что. Я только зашел в игру. Далее. Инженер. Специалист по изменению условий на поле боя. Стихийная ловушка, огнестрельное оружие, одноручное оружие, меткость, ловкость, наука, взлом. И маг. Специалист по дальнобойным атакующим заклинаниям. Кольцо божественной магии, паралич, тяжелое одноручное оружие. Духовная сила, сила воли, наука и интуиция. Чатик, что выберем? Многоуважаемый чатик. Воин, инженер или маг? Инженера? Ну, давайте попробуем инженера. Выберите первую из характеристик, ориентируясь на свой стиль игры. Ну, допустим, меткость. Меткость дает первого уровня урон плюс 10, пробивание брони. Выберите первый из талантов персонажа. Вы сможете развивать таланты по мере выполнения заданий и исследования мира. Есть харизма. Покупать дешевле товары торговцев и улучшает боевые навыки спутников. Наука. Зелья простые делать и разрушать хрупкие стены с помощью взрывчатки. Взлом. Интуиция. Облегчает обнаружение мест с ресурсами. Увеличивает количество собираемых ресурсов и трофеев. Открывает дополнительные варианты в диалогах. Ремесло. Улучшение оружия и брони. И энергичность. Давайте допустим харизму. Харизма это топово. Окей.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Ну, любопытно. Начало необычное. Пока нифига не понятно. Так, инвентарь давайте изучим. Удобные сапоги, старые добротные перчатки, дорожная одежда. Мы можем это сразу же переодеть на камзол удачи. Давайте. Допустим. Вероятность получения трофеев плюс 25. Плаща нету. Перчатки ювелира. Ремесло +1. Сапоги с тяжелыми каблуками. Плюс равновесие. Ржавый стилет. Заменим ее на рапиру алхимика. Я так понимаю, это некие бонусы предзаказа у нас, да? Старая ржавая сабля. Можно на вот ржавый стилет заменить. Отлично. Стандартный пистолет на украшенное костью ружье. Ну и сумки боеприпасы. Отлично. Что у нас еще есть? Десарде. Зовут нашего главного героя. Ближний бой, стрельба, защита, общие показатели. Отношения с разными фракциями. Подозрительные, симпатии только с торговым содружеством. Это, по всей видимости, некие очки навыков, коих у меня пока нет. Есть также характеристики и таланты. Это инвентарь, это карта. Это у нас дневник. Прощаться с матерью. Карта мира. Island of Тир-Фради. Что за гербы? Нью-Сирен, Хикмет, Сан-Матеос. Мы находимся... Нет, мы находимся здесь, в Новой Сирене. Забавно. Ну и кодекс, в котором рассказывают, собственно, кто мы. Господин де Сарде. Ну и про город информация. В дальнейшем, возможно, почитаем все это, изучим. Но пока давайте к игре вернемся. По всей видимости, вниз. Привет. Странные некоторые персонажи в тяжелых доспехах.
Hey! Green blood! Cut. And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and
Очень
tenacious
странная
master
броня.
of arms.
Стеганая броня,
As loyal as
железные
you'll
наплечники.
go. Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us.
Наручи железные.
Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Боевая система, видимо. Норм. Тактическая пауза. Позволяет остановить игру и не спеша выбрать следующее действие. Можно применять заклинания, навыки и зелья из появившегося меню, а также помещать их в ячейки быстрого доступа. Хорошо, хорошо. Допустим. Применить. Окей. Это варианты у нас. Ну, хорошо. Допустим. Оу. Фига. А, он неплох. Пока непривычно очень боевая система выглядит. Мне тактическая пауза. Ну, попробуй выстрелить. Отлично. Допустим, еще раз. Доброе.
Defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Пропустим.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the
Dark Souls
island.
7, вы
You'll
чё?
always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
Сейчас бы седьмую
I'll
часть с
remember
пятой
that, thanks.
путать.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
МС не работает, потому что у нас игра активирована на общем аккаунте, а там нет рутони чата. Выразить радость.
I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be
Даймонд.
waiting for you. I'll
Еще
meet you
раз,
in
игра
front of the
активирована
palace.
у нас на общем
Then we'll go and
аккаунте.
find Constantine
А
together.
мастер коины
Very well.
привязана к моему
I'll meet you as
аккаунту
soon as I've said my
Стима.
goodbyes.
Сегодня мы до обеда играем в GreedFall. Потом посмотрим, возможно, завтра целый день ему уделим. Поглядим. Местные алхимики.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times.
Что с ней?
It's you, my dear child.
Она слепа.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so
Только начал
very
играть.
happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing.
Секунду. Кое-что я забыл сделать. А именно выставить донаты.
Brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission
Сейчас.
to heal his people. Come now, it is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom, something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Привет, Фради. какое же мы путешествие, черт возьми, отправляемся? И у нас появилась модная шляпа. Сейчас, секундочку. Сделаю то, что хотел. Буквально 20 секунд. Чем они все болеют? Я вот не интересовался. Я вот сюжет узнаю, как и все, непосредственно из игры. Ничего я не читал дополнительно и заранее. Так, поправил донаты, если что. Все, можно продолжать. Графония тут нет. Почему нас называют зеленокровый?
This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure.
Ну, Рейн, пока никак. Времени нет.
From our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Так, первый человек. Курт. Ну, он явно воин. Выносливость аж 9 уровня. Умело сражается в ближнем бою и может носить тяжелую броню. Берем.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Давайте сначала. Нам надо сообщить, в общем, о своем отъезде нескольким товарищам. GreedFall, да, платно играет РПГ. Он теперь за мной ходит. Ну, нормально. Интересно, а сколько человек здесь в пати максимум? И могу ли я посмотреть его снаряжение? Да, могу. Вполне. Солдатский серебряно-голубой камзол. Перчатки солдатские, шляпа разбойника. Понятно. Стихийные ловушки. Подарок матери. Ясно, понятно. Мне надо прикупить боеприпасов для огнестрела. Ну да, без разницы, в какую сторону идти. Тихо, тут что-то было. Страница, вырванная из дневника. Какой-то город прям больной такой, нездоровая атмосфера.
Your Excellency.
Да, подтормаживает, есть такое.
Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir-Fraди. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor.
Core i7 6700K, RTX 2080, 32 гига оперативы, SSD-шки и все такое.
Well, then, that is a pity.
Железо не топовое, ну, вроде нормальное.
They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time.
На i9 еще не заработал. Я даже на моник не заработал еще.
But here we respect your laws.
Здесь не очень хорошая графика.
My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency.
Но это игра RPG в открытом мире, поэтому в целом плевать. Fire Emblem шикарная игра, например, последняя Free House, и там графика хуже. Я с удовольствием прошел. Допустим. Найти шарлатана. Что вообще такое мостовой альянс?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors, but our ancestors quickly realized that the Union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Значит, мы играем за некую нейтральную страну. Хорошо.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Надо разыскать этого алхимика-шарлатана. В таких открытых локациях, как ни странно, игра Децл подтормаживает. А что у меня, кстати, с графическими настройками по дефолту выставила? Наивысшее, наивысшее, наивысшее. Ну, окей.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Боеприпасы. А у меня нет денег вообще. Но можно продать что-нибудь ненужное. Поношенные вещички продадим. И купим боеприпасы. Изи план. Но интерфейс, конечно, такой, блин. Это инструменты, я так понимаю, различные для крафта. Окей. Это за одну штуку? Что ж, теперь у меня есть боеприпасы. И надо разыскать в этом районе шарлатана. Знаки странные.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of
Это РПГ.
toothache,
Нестандартном,
stomach
так скажем,
ailments,
антураже.
even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This
Вышло только
little
сегодня.
vial is the product of years of research
Нет,
and
так нельзя.
intensive labor. I hear you
GreedFall.
asking if this remedy can heal one from the mallecore.
Называется GreedFall.
Alas, not yet. But your question
Так,
is
болезнь, которой не все
legitimate.
страдают, называется
I am
малюхора.
so close to finding the cure. But the mallecore isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the mallecore, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the mallecore best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Давайте... Пусть
Will you
продемонстрирует.
drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Осмотрим его повозку. Залезть наверх он не может. Так, а как убрать оружие? Хорошо, достать его на эту кнопку, а убрать? Направление. Ярость уклонения, скрытное передвижение, захват цели. X. Отлично. Как же нам найти его повозку? Она тут, судя по всему, расположена. Ну это же его повозка. А почему я не могу стрелять? Ну ладно. Ну, есть кнопка взять все. Так, панацея шарлатана. Мы ее и взяли. Теперь надо идти к нему. Я тоже не понял. Логики не особой в этом нет.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave this.
Надо идти в таверну.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. The Malicor and the neighbouring... The epidemic still raging. Now that we have a city...
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Нормально. Ну вот и шарлатан.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance
Engineer
ambassador is
Alex.
quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great...
Играю в GreedFall, ребят.
To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malicor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
Чё ж ты пить-то его не стал?
Produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
Если они не
You don't
вредные.
understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
Это правильный вопрос.
For such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Уважаемый чатик, как мы с ним поступим? Что скажет чат? На кол помочь, арест, отпустить. Нет, заняться сексом нельзя, игру не BioWare делали. Так, добавим такое. Арест. Катя считает, надо арестовать.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Как несправедливо. Ну, как бы все, мы его арестовали, видимо. О, удобно, можно сразу переместиться и, собственно, сдать
Your
квест.
Excellency.
Lord Desade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Мостовой альянс, репутация +1. Выдать
He's hiding in a
алхимика.
room in the coin guard tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Burren will be happy to
Еще
learn that a
+2
legate with great
репутация.
assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fradi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord Desade.
О, и левел ап. Норм. Так. Огнестрельное оружие позволяет стрелять из пистолетов. Точная калибровка. Это магия. Тяжелая одноручная. Хорошо, давайте качать, собственно, вот эту штуку. Пробивание брони, урон. Тут очков нету, тут очков нету. Значит, на 5-м уровне следующая. А характеристики на 4-м. Старый абордажный топор. Надо прикупить этих, я считаю. Все-таки на рынке местном надо взять боеприпасы к огнестрелу. То я качаю огнестрельное оружие, а боеприпасов-то у меня и нету.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Но пока я хочу выкачать как минимум огнестрельное. По 8 монет. Да. Блин, что-то боеприпасов-то мало продается. Ну ладно, хоть столько будет. Фига тут всего. Алтарь навыков. Лагерь или дом. Кладовая. Мастерская. Ну ладно, давайте туда отправимся, пока по заданию. А там потихонечку разберемся, что к чему. Весело они тут время проводят, смотрю, людей жгут. Так, посольство Телемы. Про мостовой альянс у нас уже есть более-менее представление. Привет.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir-Fradi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge.
А эта фракция, видимо, у нас акцентирует внимание на религии.
Tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Давайте спросим его, что у него за фракция Телем.
Could you tell me anything about Teleme?
It would be a pleasure. As you already
Ну, как я и
know,
понял, они
our
религиозное
glorious
государство.
nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Teleme are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Что ж, понятно. А как они относятся к мостовому
How goes the
альянсу?
conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
У них
Your
конфликт?
territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tir-Fradi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Что ж, понятно. Более-менее завязка сюжета
I must be
ясна.
going. Farewell, Excellency.
Куча фракций, куча государств, которые конфликтуют друг с другом. Мы же являемся послом и эмиссаром из нейтральной страны, которая торгует как и с этими религиозными фанатиками, так и с местными арабами-алхимиками. Да, вот. Капитан Латриста очень верная, пожалуй, аналогия. И хорошо описывает антураж. С примерно 17-18 век. Ну, скорее 17 даже, нежели 18. Нет, вру. Скорее 18. Все же.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I need to
Нет.
be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we reach.
Территория других государств. Территория принадлежит другой фракции. Доступ сюда для вас закрыт. Чтобы не вызвать подозрений, наденьте куртку или кирасу фракции. Вы можете прокрасться незаметно, если вас обнаружат, ваша репутация ухудшится. Вот так вот. Угу. Ясно, надо с другой стороны просто зайти. Тут вывеска есть. Склад, посольство мостового альянса. Понятно. Ну это как-то... Ага. Просто надо спуститься здесь.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You man,
Зачем вот этот дурацкий наплечник, а?
porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd think best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member.
Ну это нелепо, Алик.
But have no fear.
Ой,
We will
Артем.
leave without him if he does not present
При том,
himself
что
before
основная
the tide.
область, так
Is he
скажем,
an important member
куда
of the
будут
crew?
колоть,
We don't need
не
him to
защищена
save the
ничем.
obligation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Theleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nauts. No one else may enter.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all.
Юнг двое суток не видели.
My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Если
Does the
знакомые.
boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back
Okay.
soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Что ж, отлично. Расследовать исчезновение Юнги. Давайте займемся контрабандистом. Но как мы попадем на территорию? Надеюсь, нас тут не жахнут. Из-за того, что мы не нафт.
You cannot pass. Only the Nauts have access to the prison.
Может, как-нибудь можно пробраться? Это их склады. Обсидиан. Блин, с чего они тут оружие будут делать?
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
Ну
You
и
can see for
татухи.
yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
Ну, он вообще-то назвался контрабандистом, смагра.
They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. but you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Я тебя обманул.
I don't have the key.
Чувак, у меня нет ключа. Не вижу причин вообще тебя освобождать. Ты мне уже все сказал.
To my help, and death to the others!
Нормальный выстрел. Да здравствует огнестрел. Зачем освобождать? Блин, взлома у меня нет замков. Возможно, и стоило прокачать. Да, здесь тоже. Надо обыскать их склады.
Halt! The warehouse.
Интуиция.
The bell of the port authorities.
Of course. We're not in Thélème, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, we didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
Конечно, это сработает. Да, стражи, уходите, я присмотрю за складом. Гениально. Кто на это вообще может повестись? А вот и наши...
We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Что за книгу они написали?
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Tir-Fradi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Tir-Fradi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice, that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is...
Однозначно еретики. Они усомнились в текстах божественного Люциуса. Тут вариантов быть не может.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we...
Я помогу им зайти на костер, Велесос. С Святой Инквизицией лучше не шутить.
Or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Арестовать их, пообещать договориться с мостовым альянсом, отпустить их. В смысле, Гара? Крошить, убивать. Я как раз таки поступаю очень мудро. Мы, черт возьми, не знаем, насколько вообще сильна и могучая Инквизиция в этом мире. И зачем мне сразу же ссориться с этими славными ребятами, с инквизиторами? Ну вам что тут, странствующего рыцаря отыгрываем, всем помогая? Нет. Ссориться с Инквизицией может выйти боком. Вы бы договорились. А я считаю, арестовать их и предать в руки инквизиторов. К тому же они могут банально нам врать.
I am sorry for you, but I must arrest you and hand you over to the ambassador of Thélème.
We might be two poor historians, but we will not surrender ourselves to the fire without a fight.
To my help!
Он меня топором огрело.
Them. Better to die weapon in hand than on a flaming pyre.
Now let's go and inform the cardinal that their heretics are dead.
Ну, золотишко немножко. Тоже дело. Она на меня с топором бросилась. В смысле убил женщину?
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I was able to find the heretics you seek. Alas, they preferred death to capture.
What a pity. But that hardly surprises me. What have you done with their bodies, my son?
I left them in the Nort warehouses. I'm certain they would be more than happy to return them to you.
Very well. Very well. You have done a great favor to our nation, and we shall not forget it. And I would appreciate it if you would accept this modest gift as thanks.
Репутация +3. И сразу level up, а вы говорите.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Давай-ка пока дальше огнестрел покачаем, посмотрим, что из этого выйдет. А потом одноручку покачаем. Хочу посмотреть, что вот это за перекат. Бомбы позволяет кидать. Хорошо. Ну, блин, пока пуль очень мало. Так, сходим, закупимся. Давайте в мастерскую сходим. Посмотрим, что это. Неплохо. Лимфа-чудовище. Тут есть чудовище. Хотя у них есть магия. Почему бы не быть чудовищем? А я хочу за инквизиторов играть. Как это вообще ловушка работает? Нормально. А можно неиспользованные ловушки забрать? О, у них были боеприпасы. Да, можно. Ремесло позволяет улучшать оружие и броню. Наука позволяет создавать зелья и ловушки. Чтобы работать в мастерской, нужно обладать определенными знаниями. Получить их можно несколькими способами. Таланты, снаряжение, с помощью спутников. Нужен второй уровень науки, чтобы крафтить боеприпасы. Блин, ну вот, короче, вот эта штука удачи, она прикольная, но броня у нее уже хуже. В старом кожаном плаще больше защиты. Так, Константина можно найти здесь, но давайте сначала с Юнгой разберемся. А тут, видишь, наоборот. У них священники равно маги.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
МС пока отключены, потому что у меня аккаунт
Yes.
в Стиме сейчас другой используется. На общем аккаунте эта игра.
What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your
Да,
best
не идет
guess.
висп.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
25 нет.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Она слышала голос Джонсона над каналом.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
Нет, не похоже.
No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Интересно, какой все-таки размер группы здесь максимальный? Потому что если человек 4, это будет прикольно. Сколько, ребят, кто-нибудь знает? Привет, Салгер. На чем вообще игра? Это РПГ-игра с открытым миром, с своим сюжетом интересным. Что вы имеете, о чем вообще игра? Это РПГ. Угу. Несколькими способами любое задание можно выполнить.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say?
То есть 3 человека,
That's not a lot to
понятно.
go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Да. Персонажа можно создать.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
Пока
He seemed
смотрим,
rather
Тирион.
nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business.
Значит, Юнгу все-таки похитили.
Kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. You think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Дом, милый дом.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Ну и картины.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your...
Шинрен пока не работают, потому что активирован у меня другой Steam аккаунт, я не могу Рутони подключить.
If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Интересно, что это за договор с нафтами? И где я могу о нем узнать? На Dragon Age, ну, в чем-то да, что-то общее есть. Хотя выбор классов очень прям ограничен поначалу. Да и в целом потом вряд ли сильно изменится. Не думаю, что прям сильно все поменяется. Добрая игра слов. В целом мир интересный. История тоже неплохая. То есть, ну, пока интересно разбираться, что у них тут происходит и как. Но мне не очень впечатлила боевая система и система развития пока что. Как-то выглядит она скудненько.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of...
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Ну что ж, надо теперь пацана вернуть. Нафту. Да, вот без озвучки, конечно, не так весело. На наших складах у канала.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Теперь на склады.
Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Тут нет нифига. Ой-ой-ой. Наверх. Богатый торговец. Значит, другой склад. Ну, что делает лампа? Господин Фонтен.
Things are about to get dicey. Broke your armor. Be careful.
Фига, блин. Слушай, огнестрел надо вырубать сразу. Отлично. Первый раз умер. Что скажу? Прикольная накрутка. Уважаемый ребенок, зайди на главную страницу Твича и посмотри, какой стрим располагается сейчас на главной странице Твича. Детям тяжело это представить, но есть такая штука, как главная страница Twitch. Не знаю пока насчет кораблей гонять. Пока смотрим. Древний короткий мушкетон. Пока ловушки меня не сильно впечатляют, если быть честным. Может, я не самый лучший класс выбрал. Какое огнестрельное оружие. Он, конечно, клевый вроде бы. Норм. Шум задолбал стрелять. Ребята с огнестрелом пока самые опасные противники. Убили богатого торговца. Чё бы нет. Ключ от подвала склада. Не сюда.
Locked.
Who are you?
My name is Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
Уже спрашивали, да, Свиндос. Steam игра на общем Steam аккаунте. Рутон не могу включить. Ну, вообще-то не говорили с ним, слова бессильны.
The poor man. What madness overcame him? And the woman, my mother. She'll be all alone now.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother.
Ага, расскажи, как батю твоего убили. Че бы с мамкой не попрощаться, действительно. Батю мы зарубили. Вместе со всеми его людьми. Сын уплывает с нафтами. Ну а чё, отличный вечер. Подожди, ну что значит, почему я тебя ребенком называю? Ты же меня обвиняешь в накрутке. То есть ты, видимо, предполагаешь, что обвинять кого-то в накрутке является нормальным. То, что тебя в ответ ребенком называют, это уже, блин, как так? Почему? Так, давайте к капитану Васко сходим. Подождите, а что там нужно договориться с продавцом задания?
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear.
Пока я бы сказал, ребят, что в игре очень интересный мир. То есть его исследовать было бы любопытно. Все эти враждующие между собой фракции и государства, да и сам антураж достаточно любопытен. Согласитесь, это не классическая фэнтези. Это прикольно. За это однозначно игре плюс. Но пока меня смущает боевая система, она достаточно убогенькая. И меня смущает малое количество именно вариативности прокачки. То есть всего 3 класса. Понятно, что они там не между собой кое-как пересекаются, но, прямо скажем, это скудненько. Вытащит ли история все это? Ну, я честно сомневаюсь. То есть, типа, играть не ради вот этой прокачки и прочей РПГшной фигни, а именно ради истории. Но пока она не настолько клевая, чтобы играть ради истории. Возможно, Хабарин.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Харизма. У меня харизма прокачана. Давайте попробуем угрожать ему тюремным заключением.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sade, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Так, это задание мы выполнили. Харизма сработала, не зря прокачал. Но вообще я харизму качал ради того, чтобы спутникам бонусы какие-то давались. Там написано, что если у меня будет прокачанная харизма, спутники получат бонусы. Но о каких бонусах, правда, не говорили. конкретно он? Вот тут.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes.
Да, некие чудовища тут есть, но мы пока с ними не сталкивались. И это хорошо.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tir-Fradi as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this.
Говорят, что 3 спутника может быть. Ну, всего 2. Втроем бегаете в итоге.
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, no. If he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Что ж, еще и груз монетной стражи доставить. Понятно, что это стартовая локация, и здесь я, по сути, сейчас выполняю сайд-квестики, которые перед основным приключением у нас идут.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
Ну, я вот как раз стрелком и играю. Просто стрельба сама по себе здесь очень странная. Как дополнительная атака некая. Да, на ПК. Авторепутация повысилась.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
Listen here. I haven't forgotten what you did for our Jonas. I would gladly do you the favor, but my quartermaster is more stubborn than the tide. He is convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring who knows what aboard. And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over the registered merchandise before they load it up. All that I can do for you is to write your crates into the ship's manifest. If you manage to get them into the warehouse, they'll find their way into the ship's hold. And with the manifest, the crazy Gustavo won't see nothing but smoke. Please try and avoid roughing up those brave guards. They are my fellow Norts, after all.
Be back soon, Captain.
Так, 1 очко навыков и 1 очко характеристик дали. А где кристалл памяти взять? Вот вопрос. Ну ладно. Скоро я смогу стрелять из ружей. Хотя у меня вроде и так ружье одето. Украшенное костью ружье. Странно. Ну да ладно.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Can't you make an exception?
No. Sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now.
Very well. I'm going.
Угу. Можно подмешать к ним снотворную выпивку. Таким образом пройти. Я помню, он продавался. Бутылка бренди, зелье сна и первый уровень науки. Такого у нас нема.
Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen anything to...
Бутылка бренди. Но нам нужен первый уровень науки. Для этого надо прокачаться. Давайте задание с Константином выполним тогда.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Ну, в этом плане тут есть приколы с харизмой, с интуицией в плане диалогов. Выбираешь дополнительные варианты ответов. Ну, классической системы. Это хорошо реализовано пока что. Я вижу бонусы от той же харизмы и от интуиции прокачанной. Но вот в боевом отношении меня все несколько смущает. Возможно, я просто неудачный класс выбрал. Я говорю, стрельба является дополнительным умением. Большую часть времени мы размахиваем клинком. А вот стреляем-то редко. Ладно, давайте попробуем найти Константина, прокачаться и апнуть первый левел науки. Первый уровень науки позволит нам крафтить уже некоторые вещи. И вообще, ребят, если вам не сложно, загуглите, пожалуйста, где достать кристалл памяти. Если я хочу поменять прокачку, например, и показать иные варианты. Если вам не сложно, посмотрите, где можно достать кристалл памяти.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
Я предпочту их порезать.
I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Устроим резню. Старая добрая резня. Что может быть лучше? Угу. Нужна... Понятно. А будь у меня первый левел науки, я бы смог. Но я прокачал, блин, харизму. А мне нужна очень наука. Кристалл памяти нужен. Понятно, индикаторы. Не, именно в плане ближнего боя здесь достаточно интересная система реализована с этим равновесием и так далее. Это любопытно сделано. Но стрельба очень стрёмно реализована. При этом наносит колоссальный урон. Ну, местами интересно, местами такое. Смешанные впечатления пока.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I'll do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment.
С боссов, я понял. Спасибо, игра слов. Ну да, сейчас я бы вам точно сказал, я не рекомендую брать инженера в начале.
Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Маг тоже фигня. Получается, остается... Но ближний бой сделан неплохо. Получается, акцент все-таки идет на ближний бой. Что ж, придется, видимо, его и качать. То есть, а как я сюда попал? Я же как-то сюда пришел. А, видимо, вот так. Пятый левел я вряд ли апну, чтобы науку получить. Ну, будем надеяться. Вот это задание я не могу сделать, просто у меня нету науки.
Sir, Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fradi.
Непрезентабельный у него вид какой-то.
I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Be back soon, Captain.
А, они за нами ходят. Что ж, возможно, есть иной вариант. А, постойте, нужно найти одежду Константина, я этого не сделал. Нет ли быстрого перемещения какого-либо? К сожалению, нет. А где одежду взять? Переодеться в моряка можно и пройти на склад. Где я возьму одежду моряка? Давай. Ну, я нафтов не убивал, а мне надо переодеться в нафтов. Вот эту стену можно было вообще разрушить, оказывается. Метров. Еще выше. Где-то здесь одежда Константина. Вот, снаряжение спутников. Константин. Старый вышитый камзол. А у Курта что? Броня 78. Ни хрена себе. Но это хуже значительно. Но это двуручный ржавый спадон. Это все намного слабее. Кстати, Курт стрелять не может. Подождите. Ну я же одел Константина. А опыта за это не дали ни капли. Печально. Восемь метров с той стороны, ну и где? А, вот. Теперь надо идти думать, как пройти мимо моряков. Осталось вот это задание и все. Но пока нормально. Курта броня на взлом +1. Кстати, нет инфы, что там сегодня в патче БДОшном. В GreedFall будем играть или БДО пойдем? Вопрос.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
No. Very well, I'm going.
А если поверху пройти? Я открыть не могу. Нельзя тут поверху пройти. Или можно? Нет, дверь закрыта. Ну так вот сделали, я сам в шоке. Нет ли у меня одежды моряка какой-либо? Старая грязная рубаха и так далее. Никакой одежды на авто у меня нету, к сожалению.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Can't you make an exception?
No.
Very well.
Ну вот что делать? Есть идеи.
You cannot pass.
Никак. Не знаю я, как пройти. Одежды на авто у меня нет. Контора капитана. Возможно, мы здесь найдем одежду. Что началось-то? Ну ладно. Перерезали толпу нафтов. Сапоги матроса. Ну, Одни сапоги, мне кажется, будет недостаточно. Все сундуки заперты. Одежда не найдена, к сожалению. Я нашел лишь сапоги. И ничего более. Ну, на этом складе я уже был. Не знаю, давайте сохранимся. Силой нельзя.
Very well.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
А с чего взяли, что у Курта армор-то со взломом? А, действительно. Что ж, давайте порыщем тогда тут. Сапоги и перчатки матроса, бутылка бренди. Но нет одежды матроса. Друзья, нет одежды матроса. Ну как-то я сюда заходил. Так, тут мы резню устроили. Опять-таки мягкие сапоги. Чего только нету, но нужного-то и нету. Вот бушлат матроса. Все шикарно. Теперь переодеваемся. Единственное, что шляпы у меня нет, да? Все остальное есть. Все, теперь я свой.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Надо пойти поговорить с грузчиками, чтобы занесли на склад ящики. Контрабанда.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
Привет.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Все, мы можем теперь вернуть свою одежку. Блин, бушлат матроса больше бонусов дает. Но этот дает на увеличенный дроп. Угу. И науку не пришлось качать. Погодите. Я не пойму, а куда мне идти-то? Мне надо с квартирмейстером поговорить. Но где он? А, вот казарма монетной стражи.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Ни опыта, ничего не дали за это. Что ж, это последнее задание. Отплываем на новую землю. Нью-Сирена. Значок в виде звезды — это основное задание отплытия из порта.
Sir,
are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any
Несколько месяцев пути.
Now is the time.
Покинуть Сирену.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir-Fradi. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
На этом, в общем, это новая земля. Эпоха открытий у них.
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Что происходит?
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Я не хочу ей помогать. Что за хрень? Нормально же все было. РПГ какую напоминает? Dragon Age. Минус мачта. А ну как мы поплывем? А почему мои друзья меня оставили? А есть возможность стрелять как иначе? Ребят, никто не нашел возможности, как стрелять иначе. А, вот, действительно. Туплю. Да с мушкета его завалило все. Боевка, да, так себе. А вот в ближнем бою боевка такая неплохая, более-менее. В глаз. Спасибо, что помог, козел.
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of this.
Я великолепно в него отстрелял 10 патронов.
I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Абсолютно эпик. Вот мне дали, кстати, кристалл памяти и возможность перекинуть все навыки. Возможно, мы так и сделаем. Но как этот корабль куда поплывет с такой дыренью и сломанной мачтой? Абсолютно эпик. Не знаю. Не знаю, что в обнове. А подождите, это не наш корабль был. Наш корабль вон.
Gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Ну, ладно, после появления чудовища я несколько заинтригован, что же нас ожидает.
Station Close, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Ну, судя по всему, мы прошли обучение, и сейчас отправляемся уже в новый свет, где open карты и так далее. Открытая карта. 5 уровень. Вот, так у нас целый караван идет кораблей. Флотилия. Трубы у него нету. А если бы чайкой в морду? Земля. Вот только сейчас игра начинается. Мир интересный.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so please. Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see. It seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Теперь мы можем прокачаться как-то иначе. Например, выучить магию. Но огнестрел только вот он. Собственно, позволяет стрелять из ружья, и на этом все. Это позволяет кидать бомбы, а эта фигня позволяет кидать гранаты. Ну и в талантах я могу дальше развивать харизму. А, это вот и есть этот остров. Куда мы, собственно, приплыли. Новая сирена. Да, с предзаказом. Ну что, ребят, давайте, наверное, стопнем. Я скачаю апдейт в БДО, посмотрим, что за апдейт. И там уже по ходу дела решим, во что мы будем завтра играть. И, ну, как обычно. В общем, новая земля. Будем ли мы ее изучать? Ньюленд. Или будем играть в БДО. Давайте. Спасибо, что смотрели. Через 26 минут я к вам вернусь с БДО.